Good evening, collective. I hope everybody's doing okay. I'm here to do another general oracle reading. It's for all signs, and I've got um, the oracle card, fourth house, roots, and the name of this deck is the Black Moon Astrology cards. Okay. Fourth house, roots. I love you as certain dark things are to be loved in secret between the shadow and the soul. Pablo Neruda Sonnet, the 17th. 100 Love Sonnet. Your question may somehow be rooted in the past. The fourth house is ruled by the moon and governs the feelings, all the ways we are touchy and emotional, dreams, and our soul yearnings. It signifies the home, family, and the earliest phase of childhood, even to the time shortly before birth when we are still in the womb. It is the babe within the womb. It is cover that protects us from the world. It is the cover that protects us from the world. This house represents nurturing, giving nourishment, and safety. It symbolizes mothering and motherhood, and also the father who is able to mother and nurture his offspring. The fourth house shows the beginning of the family and holds the memories of our ancestors. It represents the putting down of roots and the foundation to everything in our lives, our heritage and tribal affiliations. In the fourth house, the self is centered and grounded, but also likes to hide away, as well as caretaking. It also represents hidden treasures and a place to retreat. There's both gentleness and emotional rawness in the fourth house. Just a second, guys. Hold on. Okay. There is both gentleness and emotional rawness in the fourth house. When this card shows up in a reading, home and family issues may have something to do with your questions. And as it presents your current environment, and as it represents your current environment, family members and where you live, real estate and land might also figure in as in putting down roots or buying or selling a home. This card can be the predictor of a birth or new members in the family, a pregnancy, and can sometimes mean care for the elderly, including nursing homes and hospital stays. This card can also indicate the presence of angels and being directed by heavenly means. Events or appearances of persons from your faraway childhood may suddenly be relevant again. You may reconnect with someone and pick up again just where you started, even if it has been years since you've seen your friend. Memories of past lives may surface, transforming areas of your present life. Depending upon the surrounding cards, the results may be uplifting and perfect or shattering to the core. These memories will change you and the way you view your life. Again, look for reunions and reconnections with persons from your past, such as grammar school days or even relatives you don't know very well or had long forgotten. You may dig up some fascinating news about your family or ancestry. Inheritance may figure in where you receive something that has been passed down to you. However, the home is the primary meaning behind this card, so buying or selling a house, adding on to a house, selling real estate, and managing properties, as well as creating a secure home base all relate to your question. As the fourth house is also the house of dreams, imagining and relying upon magic could feature. After all, the fourth house is lorded over Lady Moon, mistress of magic and the unseen world. It is now time to use your imagination and make things happen. What you think now is what will be. As long as you don't worry and fixate your magical intentions, your magical intentions will grow organically, just like a silvery plant under the sacred moon. And finally, whatever is being asked about may occur around the time of the full moon. The fourth house card in brief. Who you are in secret, how you hide, or where you hide, wanting to hide, not wanting to face matters directly, withdrawing to recuperate, retreating to the womb to gather strength and begin anew, finding safety in the familiar, ancestral memories, inheritances, family secrets, gardens, and things that grow, earliest memories, feeling sentimental, happiness found in what is old and familiar. Domestic issues, adding to the home, having a baby, newborns in the house, bruised feelings, touchiness, being too sensitive, anxiety, real estate, leaks and damage due to water or floods, delays due to rain or snow, magic and kitchen witchery, angels and angelic guidance, dinners and celebrations involving good food, nourishment and the diet, stomach problems. Correspondent tarot card is the Four of Cups. The key ideas is home, domestic issues, the mother, the father, ancestry, the tribe, old age, and the end of a matter. Wow. Well, I have had problems with water problems, flooding, and all that stuff. And I know not too long ago we were having some floods around here. So I don't know if any of that resonated with you guys, and I hadn't read it prior to reading it to you guys. So I just picked it out and decided it was a good one to read upon. So anyways, let me get some. We've got right here gift, which I'll read at the end of the reading. Gift from the Kipper deck. Okay. Beautiful card. Two. It won't focus. Okay, there we go. So some of you guys may be getting a gift of some sort. And then we've got cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. Okay. And then we have flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Some of you guys may be thinking to lower your standards for one reason or another, and it's saying do not do that. Okay. So and I'll read a blessing of a light touch here as soon as I do the tarot, okay? I kind of want to give you a break from just reading all the time, so reading my oracle cards. And for you ladies that are in love with someone and just want to know if a man loves you or he's thinking about you or, all that kind of good stuff. I don't really know how to tell you guys all that stuff, but there's lots of other very smart and talented tarot readers that can tell you what they're doing, who they're with, if they care about you, if they don't. But to me, ladies, if you have to look at tarot to see what the guy thinks of you, it would be wise to look for or give a chance to someone else, another guy or girl, depending if you're female or male watching this video, because I started watching tarot when I was having, problems with, dating guys that wouldn't communicate, that weren't very honest. So, and you don't want a man like that. You don't want to start off your relationship like that, ladies or guys, whoever's listening, whichever. Whoops. I know this one wanted to come out, and I can't get all these. But we've got Page of Cups. Maybe there's an offer, a romantic offer coming your way. Four of Pentacles, greed is the card that flipped out. Four of Pentacles, greed. Maybe you're not wanting to give any of your time or attention or energy to people who don't appreciate it, to men that don't appreciate it or women that don't appreciate it if you're in a relationship. Or you're hanging on to your money, you're not wanting to spend it, and that's a really wise thing to do. I see the Two of Swords. Maybe you guys are having a difficult time making a decision. Okay, that's quite a bit. Let's stay with that real quick. The first card is the Hermit, introspection. Maybe you're going within, you've gone within. Trying not to spend so much money. You're going within, getting some spiritual insight, some spiritual guidance from from God, from your prayers that you've been putting out there, depending what you're going through. And then we've got the strength, to get fortified, to be able to handle whatever life is throwing your way. And then we've got the Hierophant, morals, wanting to do the right thing, looking for guidance to do the right thing. Guys, ladies, whoever's listening. So let's read Four of Pentacles first. At one point, just like you, I was holding on to something way too tight. Now you have to learn to let go before it consumes you. The key word, greed. A swamp princess has found a rare frog swimming within a lagoon outside her kingdom. She has never in her life seen something so beautiful, and she knows and feels the absolute value of the frog. She clutches with her bare arm. Greed has taken over, and she knows very well that others will fight with her to have this prize in their possession. Each minute she has grown overly attached to this creature, and she can't bear to let it go. So instead, this material possession will stay with her forever, till her death or until the end of time. In a reading, this card represents being overly attached to material things or a person. You are becoming obsessed, and this is making you insecure and selfish. You don't care about anyone's necessities but your own. You're hoarding material things that are irrelevant, and you are becoming stingy with money. You don't understand what losing is. When reversed, this card represents the process of learning to let go of things. Whatever it is that you have in your possession, you are no longer attached to it. You've learned to release things that are useless to you and to value what's really important. Okay, and then we got the Hermit next. And you have 3 major arcanas collective, so that's really, really good. You're going through something really powerful. You are at the point in your life right now, I feel that you've gone through so much. You've gone through so many lessons, So many hard times, so many difficult things that have been, weighing you down, that when you went in, like the hermit, you got your answers from your spirit guides that made you stronger and fortified you to be able to know what is right and what is wrong and what you want to pursue or, or do next. I had the word, but it slipped my mind. It went away. But I feel that's how you're feeling right now. When you went in to do some introspection, your spirit guides, God, your angels, your ancestors, you've been going within and you've built up this strength, this fortitude to know what's right and wrong and how you want to continue, going forward. Let's see what the hermit says. I've seen that you've managed to get away from your busy life and routines. Now is the perfect time to see and discover what you've been looking for. This beautiful green-eyed maiden comes from a very dark and cruel world. I'll just put it here while I read about it. Where peace and harmony are not an option, her world reeks of chaos, havoc, and destruction. Her kin travel to other dimensions to inflict pain, torture, and suffering on others. However, the pain that her kind causes is not so much physical pain, but rather emotional, mental, and spiritual distress. This maiden knows that there is nothing she can do to stop this, nothing she can say will end it. Being a witness to this monstrosity, she retreats far away from her world into another where there is nothing but silence and peace. All she hears in this new world is white noise and her very own inner thoughts. The green-eyed maiden finds shelter in a dark and gloomy cave. She lights a candle in hopes that she can shed some light into her soul to elevate her consciousness from all that she's witnessed. In a reading, this card advises that in order to find an answer to a problem, you must learn to retreat from your society when it is moving at a rapid pace and giving you no time to look for what it is that you are searching for. It does not really matter what it is that you're looking for, only that you find it in the end. All the answers to your problems are hidden right there under your nose. It is you who has to make it a priority to go out and find solutions. This card may represent something that has been kept secret, and it suggests that you shed some light on it. To discover something, some sort of illumination is needed. Something that can light up and help you see clearly. At the very least, the light will give you a glimpse of what you're looking for. When reversed, this card denotes that the time to concentrate, refine, and retune yourself is mandatory. You are refusing to listen or to accept good advice from people who care. You may be spending too much time alone, causing a detachment from your duties and people who care about you. So yeah, these major arcanas are really, 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 really good that they're coming out for you guys. The strength. You fear and dread something, don't you? Tell me what it is that you are so afraid of, and I will teach you to gain strength over your fears. The key word is fortitude. The melody of bells and wooden flutes fill the air. Up in the sky, where clouds and the sun dance to these melodies, the clouds twist and spin, and the rays from the sun expand, and soon the clouds and sun rays blend. From the heavens, and among all the Hindu deities, her divinity, the Hindu goddess Durga, along with her mystical tiger, manifest before you. The tiger can smell her weakness and intimidates her only to test her. But Durga, she knows and can see the root of weakness and fear. As you can very well see, she holds weapons and rewards in her 6 hands. The baton, the pitchfork, and sword are needed to break away from fears. The golden Sudarshana, I hope I said that right, chakra, and the 2 pink lotus blossoms will energize her courage after mustering the strength to overcome her apprehensions. As for the tiger, he will serve as a reminder that self-power and willpower are two criteria that she needs to invoke. In a reading, this card represents the fact that you are a strong person. You have the strength to overcome any obstacle and to withstand so much of what life throws at you. You are entitled to use mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional force at any time that you please. Never withhold your strength and force, and never consider yourself weak, because weakness is only a state of mind. Fortitude is at your dispense and disposition. When reversed, this card says that you are not trying to be strong, that you're not trying to be strong enough. You're letting people and situations overcome you. You need to invest time in finding your strong points and what areas in life can be defeated. Someone is underestimating your strength. And then we've got the Hierophant. Okay, I didn't put up the Four of Pentacles. I apologize. Okay, 5 for the Hierophant. Welcome, my child. Today is the perfect day to learn something new. Whatever it is that you want to learn, orthodox or unorthodox, I will teach you. The key word is morals. A wise angel sits in front of two apprentices who have been chosen because they lack wisdom and the ability to learn new things. The angel knows all, but unlike the priestess, she carries the outer knowledge, the kind that tells you how to solve things, how to work out a problem in an instant. This angel is well known in restoring faith in the faithless, like the two angels dressed in black. The angels dressed in black have their knowledge diminished. They can't think or function correctly. For them, everything seems difficult to understand. In the end, they'd lost all their faith and belief. This is why this angelic creature has called them, to teach them, to make them learn. With a single strum of her instrument, these two dark angels will open their eyes, and a wave of wisdom will come shooting at them like arrows. In a reading, this card represents a time when you are in a situation and cannot think clearly. Things around you seem too complicated to understand. People become difficult to understand as well. You don't have to panic anymore. Your wisdom will be restored and will help you understand clearly. This card is telling you to be keen to your thinking. Use tactic to solve things that could endanger you. People may play mind games with you to fool you. Be sharp and know when to play back. When reversed, this card lets you know that there are so many things you need to learn that you are not taking into consideration. Lessons and advice are being taught to you by people who are more experienced, and you don't heed to what they have to offer. And over here, we have decadent and hope, abruption. And this, I believe, is the tower. I think this is the tower, the 16, the tower. So something abruptly may happen, guys. Let's see what this one says. Do me a favor and please look below. You're above great heights, but when you fall, what will you expect? What will you hold on to for dear life? Keyword abruption. Beneath the dark skies and at the water's shore there sits a very upset angel who is no longer able to return to her kingdom. The night is silent and there are no water or air creatures swimming below the dark sea or flying above the shadowed skies. All that this angel can hear is the harsh sounds of the waves and the echo of her own thoughts rambling in her head. She knows that she will eventually have to adapt her new surroundings. The real story concerning this angel is that she's never had to fly and be someone's guardian angel. She never became a fallen angel for her actions, although she has seen many angels fall down to earth and transform into fallen angels or demons. This privileged angel and her fortunate peers lived in a heaven where the beautiful skies would turn into different figures, and where their heaven was far away from the galaxy. One night, without any of them seeing it coming, 3 omnipotent lightning bolts descended into their heaven and struck the clouds on which they lived. She and her peers fell from the top of the tower, along with their hopes, dreams, and imagination. The jar she carries with the eye is her wisdom, retained after her catastrophic fall. In a reading, this card advises that you need to learn how to expect the unexpected. Stop pretending like nothing is ever going to happen to you. Remember that what goes up must come down. When you are at the highest of your achievement, remember that it can come crushing down upon you under the right or wrong circumstances. This card also denotes release. If you suppress or bottle painful memories or grudges for long, do consider the consequences. All that you kept hidden inside will burst, and the outcome will not be pretty. When reversed, this card is telling you that you are not understanding the gravity of a problem that has been circling you. By not taking the situation into consideration, it will only become worse than it already is. So if somebody's been telling you, or somebody's told you, or you feel it in your heart, you feel it in in your soul that you have to be careful with some certain outcome that you've been going through, some certain situation, be careful to not listen to your, either intuitive signs or, maybe it was a person who told you, hey, think about what you're doing, you might not want to do it this way. All of us can try to be a little bit more careful with what we're doing, or what we're about to do. So let's read a blessing of a light touch, and it's number 42. A blessing of a light touch. The fairy gifts of charm, grace, and intuitive timing. This gift is from the fae, who dance lightly upon this earth, who know how to speak the magical words that invite affinity and accord and banish misunderstandings. This gift is for you, a blessing, so you can now walk lightly, speak truly and simply, and yet know the exact time, the perfect way, without thinking any more on it. It will come, light as a bee's wing. You will open your lips, and out will flow the way through what has once confounded you. Let the steps of your feet be light upon the earth. Let your touch be graceful and full of kindness. Let the words seep into the hardest of hearts and crack open the walls between you and others. This gift of the fairy is a true blessing, for it creates love and forgiveness. And with that, we can move on into the better parts of our lives, no longer so troubled by what once caused sadness. The relationships may not be rewoven, and the change may not be forever, but there will be no bitterness, for the thorns in the hearts will have been dissolved by the magic of the right words, the gentle touch, the light step you have been blessed with. Fairy blessings of knowing just what to do and say, dear friend. Fairy blessings of knowing just what to do and say, dear friend. Okay, that was quite a bit, huh? It's been 29 minutes, and this is a gift that came out in the kipper. After I shuffled it, that's what it stayed at the top, and I think it's important. I feel it's important. This is a very positive and enabling card. While the significator relaxes in the family room by a cozy fire, a surprise is presented. This card means gifts, aid, help, support, resources, rescue, and joy. It is usually exactly what you need. It is usually exactly what you need. This powerful card has the ability to soften the blow of nearby challenging ones. It also reveals an interesting timing idea unique to Kipper, representing by the next holiday of any sort or birthday. Generally, I use it to stand for winter, Christmas, or Yule. Be open to the support of others. Be receptive to small positive gestures or proposals. This card can indicate a new job offer, a promotion, or helpfulness. It also announces a gesture of reconciliation or even a declaration of love. Take this gift and embrace the opportunity. This is a very lucky card that can take the edge off of nearby negative cards. It stands for happiness, praise, profits, recognition, or an actual gift. There is no downside to this card. It indicates a time frame around the next holiday or celebration. The gesture is depicted in such a way as to serve both as the act of giving or receiving. You're either going to be the one who gives this gift or you're going to receive this gift. You know? And then Cobweb was protected from negative forces beyond your control. Cobweb. A cobweb is spun between two beautiful flowers. The morning sun shines brightly, reflecting some drops of dew caught on the web. Lucky is you who selects this card, for you are protected against negative energy forces beyond your control for the duration of the time frame in which the card appears. And then we've got flag. I went too far. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. A flag flies at the top of the mast, proud and majestic, a symbol of integrity and honor. You will find yourself in a situation where you will be tempted to lower your high standards. This symbol is a warning that you should not resort to expedient means, but to always live by the high standards that have served you in the past. So that was my reading, dear ladies and guys, gentlemen. And thank you for listening. I really appreciate you guys for viewing my videos. And I'll probably use a different deck next time because I think reading these cards is a little bit too much. So I'll try to find one that doesn't have such long reading stuff. And but I hope you like the oracle cards. This is the ones that this is the part that I love the most, is these oracle cards. I think they're so interesting. But you've got really, really good cards. You've got the Tower, the Hierophant, the Strength, and the Hermit. You know, sometimes when we don't want to let go of something, the Tower comes to crash everything down. But don't worry, because when some things fall apart, it only gives way for you to make it better. And the next time around, you already know, you've learned your lesson, you know your mistakes, and you don't repeat your mistakes again. At least you try not to. Sometimes you might do them over and over, but you will eventually learn, what's best for you and what you don't want and what you do want in life. And you've been going in the hermit mode, getting introspection. Maybe you're holding back on your energy, not wanting to just let it for anybody to come and take from you and drain you. After you try so hard with the hermit to gather yourself and get all the spiritual help that you need to rise yourself up and pick yourself off of, people hurting you and talking bad about you and making you feel bad and hurting your feelings and stuff. God gives you strength, strength to get back up and start again, and you learn from this Hierophant either by reading the Bible or listening to, good spiritual videos or just other tarot readers or friends that talk with you, somebody that's more spiritual than you, or maybe you're the more spiritual person and you go in and you know, have all this stuff that you need to be able to get back up after there is a abruption, something that fell apart. Maybe you lost a job, or your boyfriend left you, or whatever it could be. Family is hurting you. All sorts of things could be it. Maybe your car broke down. You can handle it, guys. Things will get better. And if it wasn't like this, the way I read these cards, maybe you yourself know that you're strong. You've got your spirituality. You've got your angels, your spirit guides, God guiding you and helping you. So when you do get a tower moment, when things do become difficult, just remember, you can't build a new house until you tear down the old foundation. So whatever falls apart, the next time around, when you build yourself back up, when you get yourself back to where you need to be, it'll be much better the next time around. So I hope y'all liked the reading. Sorry it was a little bit long. Next time I won't take so many tarot cards. I hope y'all like the reading. You have 4 major arcanas out of 5. That is really awesome. So you should be going through something where you are becoming more powerful, more strong, more able to realize the mistakes you've made, the lessons you've learned, and you're becoming just better and better and better, guys. It's only going to get better because you know not to let people drain you, not to let people make you feel bad, not to let people keep you down. Going in this hermit, you're coming out of this hermit and becoming much stronger. I'm so happy for you guys, and if not, it's going to be happening really soon. So take care. God bless you guys. I'll see y'all on the next reading. Thank you so much for viewing my channel, viewing my readings. I really appreciate every one of you guys. Take care, and I'll see you on my next reading. Bye-bye. And I wish y'all so much luck, so many blessings coming your way. In Jesus' name. I'll see y'all later. Take care. Bye-bye.